So I remembered how to spawn the attribute enchanter. I had to remake LAN games, LAN, over and over to get a certain layout of the Crow's Pass. This layout. With these two, with this path and these two torches like that. And I'd keep doing that and hoping I'd get, obviously there's different layouts, so it took me ages to cycle through, because it's not just a case of getting that layout, then you need the right enchanter to spawn. But eventually I got the attribute enchanter that I wanted, and I managed to get, through a lot of gold, a nice good focus bonus on this new wand that I found the other day. So I was able to even ditch my other wand, even though my other wand had like 4 sockets, so I could put like 4 crit damage gems in it. This wand, due to the much larger DPS, even with just 2 gems, actually does more crit damage overall, and does about 33% more DPS. About 20%, no, 10%, 20%. I did say DPS, yeah. I just told it to myself, just in case someone watches the stream after I've, so I don't have to repeat this stuff later. Basically, I upgraded my wand. That new wand I found, I managed to spawn the enchanter that I needed by making LAN games over and over and getting this layout of the Crow's Pass, and this is where enchanters spawn, and then I just kept doing that over and over. Every time I got this layout I'd clear it and hope I got the attribute enchanter. Let's see what we get this time. But yeah, this one does more damage than the one with 4 sockets. It's crazy. It was a good find. It took me ages to get that 184 focus on it. It's taken me all evening, basically. And I didn't want to subject people to watching me do that. Unfortunately, to do it, I had to re-roll the world a couple of times. So the area I was in will have re-rolled as well. Which means I'll have to uncover the map again to find the quest area. Go. Poison, don't want him. So you haven't been watching that? I thought I could have sworn there was like 1 viewer. I could have sworn that was you. Well, okay. There's a lot of, it's quite an in-depth game, really. Well, okay. But you're better now, are you? Okay, I'll give you... Oh, right. Yeah. It is like Fate. They based it on... It was a cross between Diablo 2 and Fate. But don't... That's sacrilege if you say the graphics are like Diablo 3. And the more you see of it, the more you realise what a incorrect statement that was. But yeah, it is like Fate, yeah. The pet and stuff.
What's your business here?
So I'm current, like this character's max level. I don't think you can get beyond 100, and I'm playing on Elite, which is the hardest level. A new game plus, so I've been around it 4 times. I don't know if it goes further than that. I'm going to beat it and see. 3 deaths, the 3rd of which was when I picked it up again a few days ago after not playing for years. So that's a bit annoying, to be honest, but I was rusty. Lucky it's not hardcore mode. I think there is a hardcore mode. So you can see the combat system is a lot more involved than Diablo, both 2 and 3. And you can use, unless something is class based, anyone like I mean, it's wand. Any class could use it because it's not just for Ember Mage, not just for mages. Same with our shield. Same with these gloves, hats. That isn't. So that's for Ember Mage only. And that. These boots, yeah, these boots as well. So it's not just set stuff. You have spells. You can either have active that you cast and you can hotkey, or you can do what I do. Just keep things easy. Give yourself gold find, magic find, blocking, magic find, and boost your pet. So you don't have to cast anything, they're just passives, right? Your pets you can give feed. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much the only high level character I've kept. I've got a level 55 Berserker. When I installed it on Steam and loaded it up, this is what I had. My Ember Mage, thankfully, was still there, because I put a lot of work into this gear, these enchantments and stuff, you know, and these gems, these insane gems. So yeah, you can feed food to your fish. Well, yeah, this wand's legendary reds, they're kind of rare. I mean, there's tons of loot in this game, you can pretty much build however you want. But yeah, there's like rare gems, so like stuff like this, you know, 60% bonus to crit damage. You know, they're hard to find. Same with these health gems, that's the maximum you can get. So I got tons of those socketed, and it got damage reduction, which is like, early on you find something called the Eye of Grell, which is 3%, but later on you want these. I had to run a ton of one particular dungeon to get these. But I get the feeling, because I've got so many of them, at some point I must have had a stash full. I must have done, you know, a bit of single player naughtiness, I guess. And then you get enchanters that you can enchant, like, you know, weird things, you know, on hit effects and things like that. Or, you know, dots or things like that. Or they can give you sockets, or, which is what I suspect most people prefer, is the guy that can give you attributes. And what he can do, I mean, he has a chance to do a super enchantment. So normal enchantment might be give you 40 focus, but a super one will bump that up to like 60 or 70. So what you want is like 3 of those on the same thing, which is like hard to do. But I managed to do it for this one. I think I had two super enchantments and 1 normal, because it was costing too much to unenchant and re-enchant. But yeah, so I think most of these will be super enchantments, and if I got strength on stuff, it's just because I probably gave up trying to, you know. So yeah, so you know, so that's your gear. Lots of weird things like reflect missile or slow resistance, you know. Cool stuff like you get in Diablo 2, you know, interesting stats. Because it's by the same developers. You know, Blizzard North became Runic. So I built this character like I would, you know, like in Diablo 2, so I tried to get max block. I could have gone with 2 wands. In fact, I think I started out with 2 wands. But as you get into the higher difficulties, like Elite and New Game Plus, things start to do a lot of damage. So I've got enough dex to get good kind of crit and dodge. Strength, I don't know what it's just a byproduct. Mainly focusing, pardon the pun, on focus. Vitality, didn't need much vitality. I think I worked it out that I got more benefit from socketing these health gems than getting vitality. And I had enough for max block anyway, because vitality gives you block chance in this game. Right. So I got there are side quests. No, yeah, I think you can complete everything. They are kind of wandering quest givers as well. But I'm in New Game Plus now, so I'm doing the quests again. But yeah, they're not. I don't think they're infinite. You can re-roll the world and get the random, you know, like the map quests again, I think. So these are your stats. Nice page here. You see the kind of thing, like attack speed. I don't need attack speed. I got cast speed, you know. Crit damage bonus. That was at 500% with my old wand, but this still does more critical damage. So imagine if I had another 2 sockets. It'd be insane. Fumble is a chance to like fumble your attack, and you can reduce the chance and reduce the penalty. But you know, with a penalty like that, I don't really care about the. Doesn't matter to me. Those bonuses are from my wand. I don't really have any percentage to elemental bonuses because I don't need them. Because I got so much focus. Focus is the better thing to get. Then that's my DPS. wand. Elemental damages. That's the flat damage. Your spells, some work differently. So Magma Spear does 51% of my DPS, but it also triggers all kind of on-hit things. So it's a really good spell. So anything I got firing off, it'll, you know. Plus I got 59% crit chance, which is ridiculously retarded. It's just crits non-stop. You'll see now. Target dummy. Oh yeah, and this is your charge bar. So when you're fully charged, your skills don't cost any mana. You get 25% more damage. So you know, and some things will practically charge it immediately, and then it'll just stay charged while you're fighting. So this is, there you go, look, boom, and it's up. So yeah, that's that. Range. You can extend the range of your wand, but that is only applicable, I think, to like your standard attack. So this is like, you know, when you know Diablo, your normal attack. Jesus, it does. Even my normal attack does fucking tons of damage. Look. Is that doing more than my fucking Magna Spear? No, it's not. Okay. And then you got, you know, if I had a weapon, if I had a wand in my left hand or anything like that, those stats would be here, but I haven't because I've gone for block. Then you got your defensive stuff. So there's my block, dodge. Your resistance is the same as in Diablo, it goes up to like 75. I got it at 60 because this aura adds another 15, and I pretty much have that on all the time. And it adds damage reduction as well, I think. Yeah, all damage. So that's everything, elemental and physical, that is. And then these are your kind of, you know, your core stats, then your miscellaneous stats, gold drop, magic find, that kind of thing. You know, playtime stats, highest damage dealt. Fucking hell. So yeah, that's what all that means. There's your basic kind of health and mana. And then you got your pet, and you can put stuff on your pet as well, including spells. And he's got an inventory because he can pick stuff up, and he can come to town on his own and sell it for you. So you don't have to. You can stay out there fighting, and he'll come and sell stuff for you. On him, I've got crowd control. So I got silence, frost, and a heal. He'll heal us both with that a little bit. And web, so he basically slows down and traps enemies and stuff when he feels like it. Huge life, but that doesn't stop him, like, you know, running away. He takes a lot of damage. But you can put, you know, these items I've found, put on him. This is resistances. And I think he's actually an owl. The Ember Mage gets an owl as a pet, but you get these things you can feed him that turn him into something else, and sometimes you get ones which do it permanently. So I changed him into a crab permanently. There is a reason that I can't remember. It's something like crabs have better magic skills or something ridiculous. But I've kept a few of these in case I feel like a change, because Mole Beast is quite good. And you can feed him stuff to speed him up for a bit, so that'll give him a 5 minutes boost, and that'll give him 5 minutes boost there. Yeah, he's great. But all the pets are really good. The owl's awesome. You know.
I am at your service.
So yeah, so that's the basics there. You've got a shared stash. I got a ton of these because I don't know why actually, but they're useful because they sell for. If I need gold, I just sell them. Respec potions. It's been so long since I played, I can't even remember where you get those. But it'll come to me, I'm sure. And then I got a stash full of gear, you know, that I may or may not end up using. Stuff I couldn't bear to part with. I probably don't need these ones anymore now I got this one though. I don't know what else. Oh yeah, of course. How could I forget? So that's that. And there's your quests and stuff. And then there's your skills. How could I forget skills? So you have these kind of they're like passives, I guess. That, you know, can boost. So this is like your charge rate, how long it takes to, you know, build up charge. Which obviously is a great one to pump. But I've got a set bonus somewhere. Yeah, 30% charge rate increased by another 30%. So yeah, so that's that. Elemental attunements. Yeah. So this is important because all these things do other things like freeze, slows, and shock does something and whatnot, and you know. But they all activate other things as well. It's crazy, really. That obviously, you know, I maxed that because, well, I was burning. So immediately I'm getting more damage, you know. So that's my magma spear. Flaming pillar. Infernal collapse, which is great. But it shatters shields, that. Doesn't tell you, but it does. That's my... I use that for protection, but it does do some damage, and also it pops chests, urns and things. Not chests. And then Firestorm, which is like the fire equivalent of Hailstorm, which is this game's version of Blizzard. So it's like a fire blizzard, basically. Frost Ember Mage is great as well, great fun. And then that's the teleport. Good damages. So I've got 1 point in there. Yeah, I mean that's, you know, that's for crowd control, that one. It's been ages since I looked through these. Yeah, and so when they're frozen, if you're going to freeze them, then you may as well have a point in Ice Brand as well. And then I use this for tough enemies. You put that down. And then when you kill it, you get all big stream of life and mana come back to you. Not just you, your whole team, in fact. Lightning brand. Yeah, I think I've got one in all. Yeah, fire brands, ice brands. Put one in all these because you do all these forms of damage, you know. Especially if you use go with yeah, or just auto attack. Yeah, so that's that. Town portals. You've got scrolls of identify as well. Yeah. I'll try to think if I've left anything out. I mean, there's tons of like little in-depth things, you know. This thing activates that, that thing does that, this does this, you know. It's, there is a wiki page for it. You can turn the helm on and off, like you can in Diablo. So yeah, I think most things can have a maximum of 2 sockets, but some things already have sockets, and obviously they can be pretty godly, you know. Like my previous one had 4 sockets, so I had 240% bonus to critical damage. But at the end of the day, this does more critical damage somehow. I guess just because of the boosts. I think it's almost like 40% more DPS. So I'm going to give you a good thorough. I've only just made it, so I'm going to give it a workout now. You set your passive to aggressive, defensive, like that. That's something that would be nice in Diablo, wouldn't it? I think that's it, really. You know, it's pretty intuitive. But like I say, you can mix and match some of the things in here. In my stash. I had a bunch of stuff in the shared stash earlier and I lost it all. But I don't care, you know, I wasn't wearing any of it, so it couldn't have been that good. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying this crab isn't a dumbass, he stands in fire a lot, which is why I've got tons of fire res on him. You can see there's such a ton of gear, and you can even, you know, you can get good stuff just by shopping. And then of course you got gambling. Where is he? Is he here? No, he's in the next map. He is. And then enchanters. But out in the world you find special enchanters. So I wouldn't bother the ones here. So yeah, what I did, I'll show you quickly. I did this. Instead of going there, I created a LAN game. Create, passworded, and checked reroll world. I kept doing that over and over and over until I got the map I wanted, which was this version of the Crow's Pass with these 2 torches here. This is the one you want, and this always spawns an enchanter somewhere. But God, it might not be the enchanter you want, so you have to keep going, re-roll, hope you get this map, then search for the enchanter. And eventually I got him, and I managed to get the focus on that I wanted on there. So, because I re-rolled it, that carries over to single player. So the area I was doing yesterday would probably have been re-rolled. For some reason, and I don't remember this from before, But you can only get through the different acts. You can't go through to the different acts through like the waypoint. You have to go through like the Rail Master, which is a bit strange. He's a quest giver. There's a gambling dude. Look what fell off the back of the wagon.
Have I got a deal for you?
And so forth. So, you know, you gamble these. But it's a bit easier than it is in Diablo, because the prices kind of give it away, whether it's going to be good or not. I remember doing some research once, when I was gambling in earnest. But it was sort of, you know, we're talking like 5-6 years ago or something.
Welcome, my friend.
It's not that guy. And of course, you know, from a game standpoint, this is the same guy that did this music is by the same guy that did Diablo 2's music and Torchlight 1's music. So, you know, I mean, if that's not a reason to buy it right there, I don't know what is. Must be this way then. And then, oh yeah, there is one more thing. Is he a transmuter or something? Yeah. You learn recipes so you can, you know, if I got uniques I don't want, chuck them in there, re-roll them, and I get a new unique. It might be good or it might be shit, you know. And I think you have a chance to roll legendary stuff as well. That's a good system. And then you've got Gem Saver. I could destroy that wand and save the gems. Or I got the Gem Smasher. I could destroy those gems and save the wand. See? It's clever, isn't it?
Welcome, my friend.
Here we go. This is where I want to go. And you can put the map where you like. I forgot you could do this, so I was using the mini-map for ages. And then, but you can put it where you want and adjust the transparency as well. You know, in case it gets on your nerves. So basically my key layout is exactly the same as Diablo 2. Pretty much. Apart from a few extra things. And you can just slot things in as well, so if, you know, just drag things in. I could drag the fish in there, I could drag the respect potion in there, and it, you know. Oh, hang about. Oh, that's, yeah, because it was in Crow's Pass. Oh, are you kidding me? So I gotta... I don't understand. I can't remember it being like this. Where I had to go, like, do this. This is... stupid. Okay. Right. This is my favourite target. I mean, this is... well positioned. Okay, so the battlefield. I think that's where I'm supposed to go. This would have been re-rolled because, yeah, is that what's that? The Ember works, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Ah, that's Phase Beast, I think. Is that a Phase Beast? Yeah. So he creates a portal. Bit like, you know, in Diablo with the so I can have a little fish and then I'm going to go in there, I think. You can find like unique gear and stuff from these secret fishing holes. So there's a pet tag. Put all my junk, all the junk on the pet, I do. Ah, shit. This could spell death. Does it rise? I can't remember what happens here. You have mimics in this as well. I think you have those in Fates, don't you? Where the chests, it does rise. Okay. So I think I left it too long to, yeah, let's just get out of here. Yeah, oh well. If I shouldn't have, well, I should just run instead of waffling. Oh, that's another system I didn't touch on. The fame system. You earn fame from killing like bosses and uniques. I think you get an extra skill point every time you go up in fame. I think. But obviously, it's been a long time since I did, and it'll be a long time since I do again. I know, but look how much. I mean, what did I get from that unique then? About 9k or something? So, you know. It's going to be a while before I'm whatever the next thing is. So I don't really pay attention to it until it's near, you know. But it is something to, now and again you'll see a purple fame come up on the screen, you know. So yeah, the first Torchlight was more kind of, it was just one endless dungeon basically. Really, you know, inventive and nice looking. But it wasn't big open areas, it was just levels of the same dungeon. Really, you know, varied levels, but one dungeon nonetheless. And they went with a kind of Diablo 2 thing with this, where it's like these open areas with little caves and secret areas and, you know, quests areas and, you know, bosses. The final boss is, you know, it is Diablo, the final boss, except if you combined Diablo, Declone, and Uber Diablo, and then combined those, and then stuck about 50 of them all together into one giant thing like that, that might come close. And end game wise, you get something called the map works as well, where you can just buy maps, high level maps, and go, you know, loot hunting for the godliest gear. Right, what's going on here? Is that the Ember works? At some point the devs were going to make an MMO of this, and I was just so stoked about that, but it never came to be. There is a Torchlight 3 now, but I haven't bothered because it didn't get very good reviews. Right, am I going in there? I am. This goes on sale so often as well, for just like, I don't know what the equivalent would be, something like $5 would probably be the equivalent. Maybe 10. I mean, I've got 500 hours out of this, and that's what I said when I reinstalled it. So if you haven't played it, you should get it really. And it's got a decent multiplayer. I don't know if you'll see much games in the list, but you can make them and play with people, you know. But to be honest, if you're into the single player experience, you'll fucking love this game. It's got everything to keep you playing for, you know, donkeys. In fact, I think if you played this, any thought of Diablo 2 Resurrected would quickly vanish from your brain for a good few hundred hours. You just wouldn't be bothered. So what was wrong with you then? You didn't have COVID, did you? The fuck? Oh, he was down there, was he? Sure, there's a lot of secret areas in this map. Lots of little levers and things. that raw noise, is that skull being brought forth all the time? It could get irritating, to be honest. So yeah, it's from the 5% on that wand there. The meteor strike is proving to be rather effective. It does a lot of damage. I think it only... I don't know if it what it procs off. Might just be stuff like... I think, oh yeah, it's only magma spears. Only... I don't think these other spells of mine activate stuff like that. I think it's only magma spear that activates like chaotic rift, meteor strike, and the skull and stuff like that. Otherwise it'd be a bit overpowered, you know. That can't be right though, because I'm sure I've seen the skull activate off Infernal Collapse. So Infernal Collapse must do it as well. Man, if I wasn't overpowered enough, this wand has just made me... I am a demigod. See my crap fire that web then. Yeah, so I use Frost Phase. It's a defensive tool for me because your average Ember Mage is not exactly fleet of foot. Why is he up there? Get down here. He is like Emilio. So this is a good dodging tool. Oh yeah, it can get a bit kind of, you know, because of all the bloom and stuff. Sometimes I have enough of it and I go in and I turn off the bloom and some of the other stuff. Make it a bit clearer. But yeah, you're right, there's a lot going on. It takes a while to get used to, but you do get used to it. But yeah, there's still, you know, some things are a bit, especially, I think I was saying the other night, traps in this game are really dangerous. They can like kill you, even with like, I got 30k health, which is a lot. And I stood on a trap the other day and it took me right down to there. You know, if I'd got attacked straight after, I would have been dead, you know. So traps are really dangerous, and they're often just like little markings on the ground. And so if you got, you know, all this shit going on, and enemy attacks as well, it can get you into trouble. But yeah, it is a bit cluttered. But you know. It's cluttered in a fun way, and it's good because some classes, they're not so spell based and you just stick like physical damage and stuff, and then you've still got a lot of colour going on, you know, with the enemies and things firing their projectiles. Plus, I think I've got some stuff turned on that I might not necessarily need turned on. You know, like all the damage numbers and stuff. Yeah, I can imagine if you were trying to watch it on a phone, it might be hard to make out. Also, this aura, I use it for the damage reduction, but that kind of is distracting as well. And then if I'm doing the map as well over the top, it's just too much of a habit for me to spam tab for the map all the time because of Diablo. But maybe I'll leave it up there for a bit. Yeah, I mean, it is a bit over the top, especially when they put so much effort into the monsters, art design and the animations. It is a bit kind of, you think, well, why did they go so over the top with the effects as well? But I guess, you know, they're quite forward thinking, and I'm guessing, you know, if this was like in 4K. Everything would be a lot finer, and you know, look, it'd be easier to distinguish. Right, I'm not going to go down there just yet. I'm going to clear out a bit. Get some fame and glory. How do I get down there? Oh, this lever, is it? Oh no, there were steps. Fucking hell.
It's a trap.
I mean, the one thing I would say is you're probably better off than me depending on your monitor, because I'm using like an IPS panel and it is brutally vivid, you know. So yeah, it's quite bloomy and garish for me. Where's the secret room then? Those kind of things, those are why you need block. If the map bothers you in the center there, just tell me and I'll chuck it up there. That was it, was it? Was that the secret room? Okay. I can adjust the opacity of it as well. Also, I can turn off. I know what gold looks like. Settings. Reduce it a little bit. Should be okay. And I don't need to see gold. I don't. I can see yellow on the ground. I know it's gold, don't I? So I don't need to see the numbers. So that should make it a bit less cluttered. Yeah, that's better. Now I can see levers and stuff. So yeah, you can turn off and on what loot you want to see, and if you only want to see rare weapons, you can turn everything else off, which is good. Controls are comprehensive. Graphics options are pretty comprehensive. Yeah. Oh, Christ, I've got that set to sparse, have I? Fucking hell. What's it like on verbose then? Jesus. So I suspect, I think I've done it in the past where I've turned particles all the way down, blew them off, and it's been a lot more manageable. But when I installed it, this was how it was set. I can't remember whether this is how I had it set in this Steam Cloud, or whether these are the defaults, and I don't know. So yeah, been a long time since. How do I activate this? Oh, there we go. I see. So they weren't that other area. They weren't steps. They were. I unlocked the steps when I was like running around with the lever. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that works much better. Yeah. I don't need to seek. Don't need to see gold, especially when it's auto pickup. You just don't need to see the numbers, do you? In fact, it's nice when you pick it up and you see how much it was. Right. So it was worth exploring there, wasn't it? I guess. He walked straight into the meteor that was activated from killing the other enemy. That was pretty cool. So that little fight there, I immediately cast that. Then I put that on the ground, which you probably couldn't see because of all the nonsense. And then cast one of those. I basically wiped them out and gave me like a ton of health and mana, just in case they hurt me. But I think I blocked most of it. And I got a lot of damage reduction. You know, a ton of it. I think some of the earlier areas are the better looking areas, to be honest. And the open, you know, the kind of open world areas. There's definitely some nice touches in these dungeons. That is a magic find gem, I believe. I'll wait till the poison goes. Yeah. Level 1. So you could probably farm those and have, you know, a nice magic find at level 1. As far as classes goes, what's this? Torchlight 1 had like 3, I think. And there was a mage type class, I can't remember what he was called, Ember Mage or something or other. In this one there's 4. You got the Outlander, which is like guns, like dual wielding pistols, bows, that kind of thing. So an Amazon basically. An Amazon mixed with the Demon Hunter from Diablo 3. You got Ember Mage, which is this. You got the Berserker, which is like a cross between a barbarian and an assassin. With like, and a druid. So you can like summon like ghostly wolves and things, but you use dual claws and you can do shouts and things. So it is a mix of barb, assassin, and druid. It's fucking awesome. What's the 4th one? Oh, the 4th one's the engineer. The engineer is like Torchlight's kind of break from the formula. Really good class. You know, you can use like robots and turrets and these things that it's almost like a necromancer with the summons, except they're all kind of mechanical. But there's also a build which uses cannons. There are cannons in this game, and it's unreal the damage you can do with a cannon. And you just run around with this like big cannon, two-handed. Awesome. Highly recommend the engineer. Good fun. But yeah, eventually you do say to yourself, I wonder if I could build a fire sorc. And this is where you end up. I don't think I followed a guide for this. I think it's my own concoction. Works well. does a fuck ton of damage. Back over there, I think, because I don't like leaving bits of the map uncovered, or rather uncovered. Uncovered, not uncovered, covered. Well, that was worth it, wasn't it? Fuck. I don't think you can speed that up, that frost phase. I think it's a set car speed, but I can't remember. You can't really stack massive amounts of car speed in this game anyway. Most of it comes from set bonuses, seemingly. But yeah, you don't really need it, you know. Pretty fast anyway. There's the boss, is it? Yeah, that's the boss. An MMO of this would have been so good. It would have been so good. That would have been my end game. It just never happened. I think they didn't have the money. Can you see a lever anywhere? I can't. Either side. Okay. Had to read the book. We found the book. It's a trap, I bet.
It's a trap.
Yeah. Is this, there you go, that's a cannon there. Can I wear it and show you how it looks? I can, yeah. Awesome stuff. So yeah, engineer has skills that, you know, boost, you know, like cannon. Have I got on that wrong side? I have. Where's my shield? Oh, it came off because the cannon's two-handed. So yeah, engineer has cannon-based skills. So a cannoneer, which is a cannon-based engineer, is a good, it's a fun class. I think this new wand is almost like the perfect wand for this build, isn't it? Meteor Strike. The Flaming Skull. It's ideal, really. Easy look. Easy. I'm just too overpowered, man. I mean, he's, you know, when you're kind of leveling and you know, like in the first, you know, not in new game or whatever, it can be, he's quite hard, but I just do too much fucking damage now. It's insane. Was there a chest? No chest. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Okay.
You have completed a quest.
I did, didn't I? But I gotta go back in there. Okay. Where's it? I looked everywhere, didn't I? Oh, I did get it. Did I? Yeah, the spirit. Ah, stupid raccoon. Yeah, so I guess I must. Guess I gotta come back, I guess. See how much damage he did? Be careful. I'm going to do Fire Axe's tower first, before I do that one. Because that's a main quest line, that one. And I think Fire Axe drops a good gem. I never bother socketing it, but it's quite good. So if I tend to just stick with the basics. Damage reduction and health. And damage. And if I didn't, that troll would have killed me, wouldn't he? Is that it down there? Oh. The keys for those drop from like little mobs, little sprites, and they tend to be quite far from the actual chest. I'd be very surprised if he's around here somewhere. A mimic, a little baby mimic. Sometimes they're big chests with like big teeth. Sometimes they're little chests. Sneaky, those mimics. Right, okay. Access tower. Oh, is this the werewolf area? Is it? Am I backtracking to go in this? Nice weather effects. Right, what we got here?
Your pet has departed.
Send my pet to town to sell stuff.
Your pet is back. Bit of fame and glory. Yeah. That's what it's all about. And still it didn't budge really, did it? I'll get there. I'll have to play for like another 500 hours.
one, I think it goes up, and there's a big giant dragon on the roof, I think. But it has been a few years. It's actually quite lucky I do so much damage, because you don't want to draw some of these fights out. Some of these things hit really hard. Hey, that's cheating. I'm guessing there's a beaver, is that? Was that here? There's usually a bit more to these areas. Where there's one lever, it's usually like 2 or 3. I guess that was it. There's literally tele-stomping. You can literally tele-stomp. Should mention probably that fire damage is good against armor in this game, so armored enemies are very straightforward with fire. And the more explosive stuff breaks shields, so see it there, it says shattered. I think it. After you see the word shattered, they don't. I think they don't have their shields anymore. So. I think things come through these windows. And maybe not. Did. Enchants with like gold find and magic find, and I think on weapons it might be crit, but I can't remember. These type of enchanters out in the world can have super enchants as well, so if you get lucky you'll hear a big kind of Ooh, and it'll be like a 50% higher enchantment. Like if you got the gold, because you can disenchant as well, obviously. Disenchant, enchant. So if I like, obviously I'm not gonna. I could disenchant that for 21k. I could enchant. Let's see, enchants that.
Fortune smiles upon you.
Magic finds. A weapon? Yeah, there's a weapon.
Fortune favors you.
Experience. Because this one it was crits, never mind. Anyway, that's what they do. And then he'll disappear. You can catch him again. But once he starts walking off, he's on his way to disappearing. There is a way around it. If you enchant something, do that. But then press it, rather than tick the thing there, press escape. And then tick it. He'll stay where he is. But now he started walking, he's off, you know, he'll disappear. So when you come across an important enchanter, i.e. one that gives you attributes, make sure you remember that, because you can keep him there indefinitely in a single player game. And just leave a portal, you know, when you got the gold, come back. And then you can stack. Like, that's 3 super focus enchantments, that is. That's an obscene enchantment. It is ridiculous. So, but that's what you can do if you've got the gold, the time, and the patience. Which is why, you know, I'm slaughtering everything, even on Elite. A new game, plus. You can't get complacent. I mean, I've got my damage reduction, max res with this aura, and max physical damage reduction as well. I think that's physical there, that thing, or maybe it's fire. Anyway, I've got pretty much everything covered, and max block. So max block, max res, good physical damage reduction. Dodge. Yeah, good dodge. Missile reflect a little bit. Almost 30k life. So you know, I'm good. Yeah. Even so, if you're not careful, you know, you'll still get wiped out. I mean, even traps in this game are fucking dangerous. They really hurt. And they can kill, you know, they can one-shot you. If, you know, I stepped on one the other day and I was at full health and it took me right down to there. So luckily all the monsters around were dead, but you know, you've got to be a brave soul to play hardcore in this game. There's all this shit going on the screen. Sometimes you just don't see those traps. Right, did I clear everywhere? I did. Okay. That mimic didn't teleport. That was my chance to cast Chaotic Rift. So makes enemies relocate. Guess it's like a reverse Oculus. Probably say as well, I play in quite a pedestrian manner, in that I don't really make full use of. So in my spells, they're all kind of passives, but you can have like active spells, crowd control, and you can like summon zombies and summon archers and all sorts of things you can have. But I don't like having too much going on, so I just use passives. Vendor reduction, so basically, and magic find and gold find. So that's like having a guides there, those two passive spells. And then, you know, chance to block, so I don't have to spend too much in vitality. And then pet perks. So all those are passive, so I don't have to slot them, I don't have to cast them. So, you know, it probably looks like I'm just a one-trick pony using the same spells over and over, which I am. But it's thought out. My pet has the crowd control stuff. And a heal. You know, I've got that's like leech. I cast down the ground. Anything that dies gives me mana and life. That applies a debuff for my fire damage. That magma spear activates any chance to hit stuff. You know, I don't need much else really. I've got an obscene amount of focus. So I don't need things like zombies and extra crowd control and whatnot. But those options are in the game. You could take it to a whole new level with minions and things. I mean, there's a class where you get, you know, the engineer is a minion class kind of. Plus you can have spells for different types of minion spell as well. You can have an army. It's insane. It's just not my kind of playstyle really. There is stuff dropped there. I have stuff turned off. settings. So I don't see whites, and I don't see magic weapons or armor, just trinkets and gems. So that's why you're not really seeing anything there. It's because it's green stuff. I love the details in this game. They're really nice. Really kind of bold and interesting stuff, you know. So there's two enchanters in this area so far, isn't it? Quite a good place to come for find enchanters. Both useless to me at the moment. If there was a socket here, that'd be quite good. But you get enchanters that add sockets as well, as long as you're not at the socket limit, which I think is 2 for most items. Some items spawn with more, like I had a wand with like 4 sockets, which was nice. But that, for instance, I could add another socket to that. Most things get 2, I think. Just ridiculous items like that get, you know, spawn with like 5. Part of this, I think the whole set has, well, sorry, a 2-piece set, look. Good set. 30% charge is pretty OP. Basically spend most of my time doing 25% more damage and not using any mana. So. There you go, see, instant. Instant charge. Tell when you don't even have to look at that to know when you charge, because your arms kind of light up. I'll zoom in next time. It's a really cool effect. I was going to check something. I've completely forgotten what it was. No. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know where it was. It'll come to me. He was all about my pet, he was. Thankfully. This frost phase thing is not quite like teleport, because your minion, he doesn't come with you. But thankfully, when you go near him, he will find the stairs. He's not quite as bad as Diablo minions. Can't be much of it. Ah, here we go. I think this is the boss now. Which I'm sure I'll make mincemeat of in less than 10 seconds, but you never know. That could be famous. I hope that's famous last words. I think he flies around and attacks you, drops down. Took a bit of damage, it's nice to see. Ah, there he is.
Is wounded.
Is there something I've got to do? Or something? Can't remember. Ah, no, here it is. Oh, he's dying, he's done for. Yeah. Just too OP. Just too damn powerful. Oh. Is that the same one he's wearing? It is, except a bit. Oh, it's quite nice actually. Mobilization resistance. That's good. Which one to replace though? I don't know. Let's replace that one for the moment. Ah, there's the gem. Ah, yeah, okay. So it's not. If I socketed that in there, I'll get 10% for meteor and an extra skull proc. It's not really worth it, but yeah, that could be interesting.
Your pet has departed.
Alright, so I've only got 3 of these gems, have I? Electric, fire, ice. Where's the poison one? It's not part of the quest line, but it opens up like a cool little area, like an elemental area where you fight an elemental boss. Well, 3. Ah, there's the key. There we go. There's the chest, right by there. There won't be anything in there. Maybe I haven't got enough magic find.
Your pet returns.
Yeah, so this huge kind of stone structure here is some ancient, like, kind of dwarven thing. And you can tell because there's like statues everywhere. is mechanical and can be unlocked to go to a certain area. If you need to find the 4 gems. Which isn't difficult because they're scattered around this area. Now then, this is the chap, Boris the Stout. This guy is the guy you want to see if you want to get like mega, enchantments for like focus and stuff. Is there anything I could provide an example of? This will do. That's the chap.
You are fortunate.
So what's it giving me? Strength.
Fortune smiles upon
Dex.
you. Fortune favors
Focus.
you. You are fortunate.
Dex.
Fortune favors you.
Strength. Yeah, so what you want to do is like try and stack the same thing, your main stat. He didn't do it, but he does.
You are fortunate.
You hear like a, an epic sound, and
You are fortunate.
he'll give you, like a super enchantment. Anyway, I'm not going to waste my gold. So you get the idea. And then he'll walk away. Unless you do that trick I showed, which I should have fucking done, shouldn't I? I should have kept him there. Well, there'll be other Borises. Yeah, which is statement has a double meaning coming from the UK. I thought the werewolves in this area, but it must be the previous area. They're really cool. Yeah, it's a good quest line, that the werewolf one. And then you got Cacklespit the Witch. That's a fun one as well. This is actually there's a bit too many Varkalins for my liking so far. I re-rolled the map, see, because I was trying to get the enchanter earlier. So we re-rolled everything, area, monsters and everything. They go down quick, but if they hit you, they can do a lot of damage. is... I think I might just do this elemental area quickly. It's a really nice looking area. Nice fun kind of diversion. Is it this way? Yeah, this way. No. This way. Up there, yeah, let's see. Let's go all the way around just to get into it. There we are. There you go, there's an example of the kind of statues I was on about. These like dwarven things. Stick into the, you know, cliched lore of dwarves being all mechanical and stuff. That's okay. That's fine with me. And poison... Where's the poison one? There it is. There's all mushroom enemies in here. A lot of poison damage that can... I mean, if you build like me, it's not a problem, but it can really hurt. All this elemental stuff. Like that, all that purple nonsense. I apologise for the stream actually being at 30 FPS. I don't want to like limit it to people with like high downloads, but you know, I'm playing this at like 300 FPS or something at 144 Hz. It's pretty nice. But I watched the stream back the other day and they looked quite good at 30 FPS. I was surprised. I'm not sure if this was released on consoles or not. But yeah, it didn't look too bad. You could actually see what was going on, you know. Don't stand in those black circles for too long. Can't remember what they do, but I remember it's bad. Rock trolls from like Lord of the Rings. so that must be the way to go. I'm gonna clear the rest of it.
Your pet is fleeing.
What did he have on him before? I saw damage reflected, it's health. Let's put that one back. Chuck that one there. Yeah. And he's got 62k health. I don't see how 500 extra is gonna matter. Try that. It's so nice looking now. Very cool art design. Maybe a bit art studenty, but still fucking great. Right. So this is poison, is it? No, lightning. Easy peasy. Nice. Yeah. Here I will fight fire with fire. Just too well built, really. This is poison then. What's that? Oh yeah, that's right. It unlocks this dude. So he... oh, what does he enchant? I think you can only have two enchantments with this guy. And he enchants stuff like,
Fortune smiles.
that was a super enchantment, that one. That's the noise it makes. So what did he give me? Fire damage reduced. I suppose that could be good. Enchantments like that. What's he put on weapons? I don't think you can do pet stuff. Yeah, can't.
Fortune smiles.
Oh yeah, that's right, he does dots. They can be really powerful, they can. Because they refresh, you know, you can stack them. They can do massive damage to the dots. So I was tempted to go like two focusing, you know, but you can't. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to. And I wonder if you could stack as well, so you could get another one and it would go up to whatever 2 times 1920 is. Anyway, he's reliably easy to get to. I mean, it's not easy. You have to do that area. You have to get the gems to that area. But it will always be him. He's not random compared to the other enchanters. So, you know, you get a weapon where you think that'll benefit you over a stat. And all my stuff I've got, they're all enchanted up, really. I'll have to have a look through my stash of gear and come back to him. Okay, so they do double up. Okay. Now, I think he will walk off. But if I do like just a crap enchantment,
You are fortunate.
then press escape, then press the tick, he stays put. Yeah. So that's the way you do it. So I can come back and he'll be there. Good to know. Because I'm tempted. Because I've got some wands to try out to see if dots, stacking dots gonna be even more damage. But I don't see how I could do more damage than I'm doing, to be honest. My crit is, chance is 59%. With 382% crit damage bonus. how much fucking damage he did. You really don't want to draw that fight out, to be honest. Because this thing here, this mana and life recovery, is when you kill things, so it doesn't really work well against bosses. You kind of have to need all your damage reduction pots. But I mean, with that much life and the amount of damage he does, even these ultimate rejuves, they're not going to save you, you know.
Quest complete.
So I think that's Act 3.
That's it. That's the ticket. Just let me install this and let's hope it works. We're nearly there, my friend. Stand back while I activate. You have a new quest.
I think I need one more like robot part or something. Not for that robot. There's another, you know, a robot that gives you like, quests. So I've got a couple of those now. It's like, I mean, that meteor strike does a lot of damage. So I put 2 of those in there. 15% chance to cast it. I see it all the time at 5%. Pretty ridiculous. I love that that's called Galaxy Quest. See, that's a nice wand. Maybe I'll go to that enchanter and put some dot. Try and get a fire dot enchantment on it. Should synergize with my debuffs, you know. Anyway, that's
Welcome, friend.
This is like the final area. So this is like kind of like Act 4 in Diablo 2. I'm sure there's I'm pretty sure there's a winter area in this game though. Yeah, there is. Is it after this? I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, it must be after this. It's a really good, like, kind of wintry area. Which I guess must be like Act 5.
My powers remain diminished, but I had to come to give you a warning. The barrier between our world and the next is so strong he must overtake the alchemist before he reaches the clockwork core. With the power of Lord Drax's heart, he could destroy the barrier between the worlds.
good areas and get through the I'm not a big fan of this area, to be honest, so I just want to get through it. I suppose it's a bit like it's like a cross between the River of Flame and the Arcane Sanctuary, isn't it? There's a boss up there, so you can see his aura. Have to go up there. Get some fame and fortune. Not sure what the point in that was. I see. Okay. Positive there's a huge kind of Diablo type boss at the end of this game. I'm also sure there's like a wintry area, but maybe it was the first area, which I'd already done when I came back to the game recently. Could be the first area. The huge Diablo type boss, it definitely isn't. It's definitely towards the end. red and purple, don't we? Gel will, do we? this is the do this like a Diablo fight. And then you unlock the map works then, I think. Can I fall off the edge? No, I can't. Good. Oh, maybe it's not. Actually, no, this isn't. Oh, yeah, it is. It's not really that dangerous to me now.
You have completed the quest.
Yeah, if you're into geared, he can be quite dangerous because he does like a fire thing. You know, like Diablo, fire hose. It turns into a gigantic melee fucker. Yeah.
The Clockwork Core has protected the world from the Nether
You gain plus,
for
plus,
longer
plus,
than
plus,
even
plus,
the
I wonder.
Guardians can remember. As the core wound down, the Nether slipped through. They brought destruction to the races of the world. They subjugated the powerful and concealed themselves well, awaiting the time when they could hold one true hero in their thrall.
That's me.
One capable of destroying the Clockwork Core and throwing wide the gate between worlds.
Me.
Yet they did not foresee that another hero would arise to stand against them and seal the Netherim in their ethereal prison.
Oh,
once
maybe
more.
that's me.
All the world owes you a debt they can barely comprehend, let alone ever repay. All the world owes you a debt they can barely comprehend, let alone ever repay.
My inventory is full.
Your pet has departed.
Beneath Torchlight, a darkness gathered. 3 heroes confronted the beast.
I think I was
called
muted when I
Ordrak.
was making that decision to do New Game Plus 4.
Yet even in death, Ordrak's corrupted heart endured and called out.
Critical strike noise.
Heroes may fall, hope may fade, but new heroes will arise.
Ride horsey, I want ride horsey.
I think this is as far as I can go. You should carry on to the Asterian Enclave, but you're on your own. Warn them.
You have received a quest.
Yeah, I'll get to the Enclave and then call it a day for this one.
You a new recruit?
Far from it, pal. New Game Plus 4. Recruits, cheeky fucker. Level 120. Awesome. That's more like it. So leader monsters will be quite a high level then. Maybe I'll respec for this Game Plus 4. Maybe I'll make a Hailstorm build, which is just basically Blizzard. It'll be a Blizz sorc. feel insanely overpowered, but I'm sure as I get through this New Game Plus 4, they'll start to change. The winter area must be at the start, must be part of Act 1, which is good because I want to do that area. It's like a Japanese painting.
You just get here? State your business.
Oh yeah, that's right. So much for enchanting dots. I'll have to reach that enchanter again.
May I assist you?
thank you for your warning, but it has arrived too late. This alchemist has already come and gone, and it was all I could do to prevent him from entering the... Commander Vale believes that the alchemist might attack the Wellspring Temple in an attempt to reach the Guardian of Water. For what nefarious purpose, I am afraid to speculate. There has been no word from either Vale or the Guardian. Scout the Wellspring Temple and determine if the Guardian of Water is in any danger.
You have a new
Really nice quest, the Wellspring Temple. Really nice area.
State your business.
You have a new quest.
Anyway, I shall leave. Continuing on for tomorrow, I think.